Coming to you from the X-Axis, it's John of All Trades with your host, John X.
Welcome to this John of All Trades podcast promo. Each Wednesday, I bring you a brand new interview with someone fascinating and ask the question we all ask when we meet someone new. Hey, what do you do? It's fun, informative, and it's the 2017 Westward Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Denver Podcast. iTunes, Stitcher, and johnofalltrades.us.
Oh, hi, podcast listeners. There's many ways you can listen to the Real Nerds Podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can also subscribe on Stitcher Radio. You want to send us a Twitter message? You can do that. It's so easy, at Real Nerds. Like us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com, where there'll be a lot of articles for you to not only read, but to listen to our previous shows. Do you like your stories told through pictures? Then you can also follow us at Real Nerds on Instagram. You can also call us, 720-6nerds5. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Brian. No, this is my announcer voice, and you're listening to Real Nerds Podcast. Should I do this as my real self? Oh, shucky darn. Hi, this is Brian Cummings. You're listening to Real Nerds Podcast. Okay, do it straight. Hi, this is Brian Cummings, and actually you are listening to Real Nerds Podcast. Send money and real estate.
This is Real Nerds Podcast, and we are part of Denver Westward's top 10 most nerdtastic podcasts in Denver. I am Ryan. With me is
Brad
and
Zach
and
Henry.
Yeah, and every week on Real Nerds Podcast, we go see a new movie and we podcast our experience of the world. This week we saw Uncut Gems, the new one from Whoopity-doo, Adam Sandler. He doesn't do that at all in this movie.
I was really surprised when Kevin James popped up and was like, I need you to spend all my money. So.
on a Segway.
I really like the Rob Schneider cameo where he came in as a degenerate junkie.
No, he came in when they were gambling and he's about to win the bet, and he's like, "You can do it!"
Oh, that's right. They're right. The junkie was Norm Macdonald. That's right, yes. We'll talk about it. I wish the director was named Whoop-de-dee-doo.
I will tell you if you see the film, play the trailer, and then we will spoil the film, because there actually is spoilers in this movie. We also talk about movies that are coming out, movies we've been watching, and Blu-rays that are being released. And just a friendly reminder, next week is Filmsplosion, so make sure you send us your films so we can share them on the air, where we count down our 10 favorite films from 2019, always our most popular and longest episode of the year. So it should be fun.
All my selections are cats.
I know. It wouldn't surprise me.
Spoiler alert. Come on, man.
We have a troll in our own freaking podcast, and it's freaking Zach.
No, I'm not.
No, I've already proven this, where you're like, I like these movies, and you go on your letterbox, and it's not the same list at all. Like, they're all jumbled up, and I go, you can rate your list just to annoy people. That's what I think.
I'm just curious what your number 7 is this year, because it's always your number 7 that's the bad one, and so that's when it starts. And so
we'll see. No,
remember that, podcast listeners. Next week, when Zach says his number 7 is probably fucking Endgame, we will see what happens. And so,
and it'll be some French documentary where he's like, this really spoke to me as a filmmaker from Golden Radio from the French years. A lot of Golden Radio from the French years isn't known. Everyone knows American Golden Radio. Jack Benny, he was on Golden Radio in America, but the French really had their Jacques Benet, and he was really good.
It'd be Jacques Benoit.
Jacques Benoit.
Oh my God, that would have been a great character for me.
I do
to play
not
on that
play
show.
the violin. I play the cello.
Hey, you know the instrument he plays. Oh, I'm teaching you well. And it's Golden Age Radio, you jerk.
Thank you for proving our point.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what I need to do though? I'm at 42 films on my top list right now. I need to start looking into more films that I like.
I want you to
I was trying to do a top 100,
just in case the Filmsplosion's 10 films, Zach. So you know.
Oh no, I meant for Letterboxd. No,
okay.
Filmsplosion is only a top 10 this year. Don't worry. Yeah.
So I won fantasy football this year,
Nice.
and I really was going to get, the Mortal Kombat mini arcade thing, and so I got my fantasy football winnings, and I kept on teasing my wife. I said, I'm going to go get that, and she said, okay. And I said, well, what, you don't think I should get it? And she said, I'm not telling you not to get it.
So did you get it?
No.
Yeah.
No. But
it's a trap.
Yeah. I don't think she would actually care that much, but her tone suggested that it'd be a long, week. So
what did you buy her instead?
I didn't buy her anything. Because here's the thing is I don't buy stuff for my wife just randomly because so I'll tell you a story this before we get to the podcast. So my wife wanted a coffee maker and she likes tea as well. Mm-hmm. So for one Christmas, I got her a Cuisinart. One side would keep hot water for tea. The other side was coffee, and you could set it to you want it strong. You want it. It's a really. Wow. It was like $190. And so we bought our house, and we were moving. And so Laura didn't want to bring some of our old furniture to the house. She wanted to buy new stuff. I was like, okay. And so she would put it on Let Go. And she said, hey, somebody's coming by to pick up some stuff from Let Go. I might be at work. I was like, all right, whatever. I don't care. So I get my gun, and I'm just waiting for someone else. So this lady shows up. She's like, oh, I'm here for the coffee pot. Ooh. Laura sold it for $12.
What the fuck?
Not done. And now in our house, we have a Hello Kitty one that she got from Spencer's or I don't know where, and it was like $29.99.
Wow.
So when people are like, oh, you're such a jerk, you don't get your wife stuff, there's a reason why I don't get her certain things.
Huge waste of time.
So now I tell her she has to give me a list on Amazon, and I'll tell you how I Christmas shop. Okay, for people listening at home, I hold out my phone, and I go on her list, and I go, buy, buy, and I just buy her list because it's not worth it to me.
Yeah.
Because I did get her, I got her a Fitbit, and it was like 2 days before Christmas, and she's walking around the house. I said, what are you looking for? She's like, have you seen my watch? Where's my watch? And Kellen comes to see. He says, don't worry, Mommy, we got you a new one. It's like, well, there you go. Merry Christmas. So,
you should get her Peloton.
Yeah. Should. But anyways, this long story is I said, okay, well, then I told her, I said, well, I'm going to get Spider-Man comics I want. And she said, okay. Well, she doesn't care about that because her, was a fucking comic. I already have boxes of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can always be hidden.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why, cause even though it's a mini arcade, they're still only they're 3/4 the size, so I still think they're 4 feet tall. It's still.
And I've been to your house. I don't know where you would put it.
I would put it in the guest bedroom. But also justifying $300 for 3 Mortal Kombat games is really hard to justify.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do
They're
it.
not even new.
Yeah. I mean, I could justify it. I'm just
it's
saying.
really $100 per game, and if you break it down to $1 an hour, that's if you are easily playing 100 hours of each game.
I'll tell you how pathetic my life is in a second about Mortal Kombat too. So, anyways, mycomicshop.com is this comic store in Texas, and they have every comic. I mean, they even have Detective 27 on their website.
Wow.
Not together, but you can get the cover for $30,000.
What?
And it's CGC graded
At 1.0 for...
Yeah, so it's
just the cover?
It's just the cover. And I was like, nope.
Do you think they show sell a cutout of Batman's face for $1,000?
Well, I mean, sometimes they don't have the covers. There's a page from Amazing Fantasy 15, Spidey's first appearance. They want $4,000 for it.
Jesus H. Christ.
But my mind is you're buying it for the cover because you're not going to read it. You can get reprints for that shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, so they do auctions every once in a while, and I'm only missing one Green Goblin comic, and it's his second appearance, Amazing 17. 3 years ago, I got his first appearance because the dude at my comic shop is a rock star, and he got a huge collection in, and so the first appearance of Green Goblin's like a $4,000, $5,000 book, but someone cut out. In the letter page, they cut out the Spider-Man logo. Doesn't affect the story, but it's not really a complete book. And someone wrote Mick on the cover and 10 cents and grease pin.
What, they hate Irish people?
No. Again, that doesn't really detract from books that old very often because a lot of times 5 and dime stores would write 10 cents. Marked down from 12 cents to get rid of the fucking comic.
Right.
So he sold me the first appearance of Green Goblin for $100, which even when it's missing that, I still think it's like a $700 to $800 comic.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was looking at their auctions and they had the second appearance of the Green Goblin, and I told Laura, I said, well, I'm going to take my fantasy football winnings, I'm going to just put in I put in $100. I said, because it was like 3 days left and it was at $12. I'm going to put in $100.
Yeah.
And whatever. I mean, the second appearance of him isn't as much, but it's still like a $400 to $500 comic. Yeah. And I was like, whatever. And I fucking won it. People kept on jacking it up, so it ended up costing me $64.
Really? Wow.
So that's not bad. It's like a 3.0, you know? So I know my Green Goblin collection is complete.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What are you going to start collecting now?
Oh, no, I'll still collect Green Goblin stuff. They had this, there's a new comic book guy at our store that Brad and I go to. No, his name's Brandon. He's a nice guy.
Okay.
But he doesn't understand me yet. And in so much that Andrew was there for 6-7 years.
Yeah, he knows your taste.
So if any Spider-Man book came out, he'd put it in my hold slot.
Yeah.
If any Green Goblin was on the cover of something, he put it in my hold slot. If Gwen Stacy was on something, he put it in my hold slot.
He knew you.
He knew me.
Yeah.
And so I love Sal Buscema, my favorite Spider-Man artist ever. And again, this is how fucking lucky I am. He called me when I was at Walmart one day and said, Frost, I got something that you're really going to want. I said, okay. He said, I have an original Sal Buscema Spider-Man page from Spectacular Spider-Man. Can't remember. He's fighting a hillbilly in it. His name's Manjo. He says, and Spider-Man's only in one panel. And usually original art, they base it on what characters are in the panels.
Right.
I said, okay. I said, how much do you want for it? Because this is a 35-year-old comic from a comic book legend who this is the only one that exists. It's pretty rare. And he said, I don't know, $100. Sold.
Yeah.
So he knows me. So the new guy, he's nice, but he doesn't know me.
Yeah.
So I've had to educate him. And I feel like I'm kind of bullying him sometimes because I really wanted this Spider-Man and Thing team up where it's the death of Thanos, and it's pretty old, and it's a really hard comic to find. Thanos is picking up Spider-Man and the Thing's on the bottom going, no! And he had it for $70. And I go, dude, I said, near mint that comic's $60. You have it in fine. Is that negotiable? He's like, well, how much do you want to pay for it? I'm like, I don't know, 40? He's like, okay. I don't know if he's negotiating with me or he's afraid of me yet.
I mean, I think it was a little bit much to wedgie him on your way out and then throw him into a locker. But I think
that's what I did. But I did find this sweet Jaws 2 adaptation. And then it was $10. And I looked it up on Key Comic Collector. It's an app. And it's selling for $100.
Wow.
It's hard to find. And it's not very good. It's funny because they'll have a panel that says, and then the shark was swimming through the water looking for its next victim. But the art's pretty cool because it's the shark eating people. So I'm like, this is fun. There's blood and guts in it. Didn't expect it.
You could read the narration like Jacques Cousteau, and then the shark went through the water.
How long do you think it'll be
men went in?
How long do you think it'll be before we get a new Jaws film? Reboot or sequel or something
Spielberg dies.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Wait, I was thinking about some other movie. E.T.
E.T., yeah.
Because my mom thought that Comcast commercial was a trailer for a new E.T. movie.
Everybody loves that commercial.
Yeah, but that won't happen.
No,
I mean, it's not even really his property.
I see Jaws happening way before E.T. because they actually made sequels to Jaws, and so
they make sequels to blockbusters.
Yeah.
I guess E.T. is a blockbuster.
Is E.T. his though? Because isn't it Amblin?
It is Amblin.
Well, Melissa Matheson
wrote
it. Created it.
I get what you're saying.
No, what happens is Spielberg dies. George Lucas is still alive, and he just goes, "My chance to shine. I'm going to remake your shit, Steven."
I guarantee you that Steven Spielberg will last long.
Well, I guess Jaws is Peter Benchley's work too.
Yeah.
I guess, George Lucas feels like he's.
But can you? Yeah. I don't know if you can tell that story differently.
Jaws or
Jaws?
GT?
They did. It was called The Meg.
Yeah.
Well, I can see them just changing the characters but doing the same story.
Sure,
kind of thing.
sure, yeah.
Definitely told.
I'm not saying it'll be good. I'm just saying it's inevitable.
Would you have to show the shark more though? With the
they're going to show the shark more. Don't worry. That's inevitable.
Computers and shit.
Yeah, I'd say maybe one more generation.
Yeah,
they'll feel like it's irrelevant.
Yeah,
and then they'll reboot it.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese's Jaws.
Once Avatar releases those 3D glasses, 3D glasses-less movies, then they'll be like, let's make everything 3D.
Do you think, because James Cameron, there's no news this week, James Cameron is saying that Avatar 2 is going to pass Avengers Endgame. Do you think Avatar has built up enough goodwill that 20 years after the first one came out, I mean, it's been 15, but that people will go out and see it in droves?
I mean, if you look at the internet, the answer is no, but who knows what people outside of the internet actually think.
I'm just curious, because I know Disney's betting heavy on it.
What I think is going to happen is I don't think it's going to be goodwill. I don't think it's people going to be seeing. I don't think it's going to be a ton of people seeing it. I think there's going to be some kind of new technology involved with it that's going to jack the price up, and that's how they're going to do it. Like, it's going to be like some kind of VR type thing, and it's be $50 a ticket, and everyone's going to go see it because it'll be the first big VR film. And that's how they're going to get it.
You also got to look at its worldwide total. Like, I think 2/3 of it is foreign grosses. Yeah. So there's something about it that universally appeals to people who don't speak English.
It's interesting because, I looked at the breakdown. Endgame made something like $300 million in China.
Yeah.
And it still barely beat it. And I mean, movies going has changed because now, I mean, even if you release it in December, I mean, they already have Rise of Skywalker, street dated for home viewing in March, and I'm pretty sure the first Avatar was in theaters for almost a year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So has that changed? I don't know. I'm just curious because
plus Avatar had that benefit of like it was one of the first 3D blockbusters.
There was a great article. Where did I read that? Where it talks about why Avatar it was the renaissance of 3D, and then why the movies immediately following it crushed 3D. And because they did that quick conversion, and it was I think it had been Variety or Hollywood Reporter, but it was a really interesting article.
It would make sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
you spoiled it.
I mean,
with the half-ass 3D.
The peak of it outside of Avatar was Jackass 3D. So I'm not joking. That is a great 3D film.
But then you see something at like Endgame, and the depth in that film is incredible in 3D.
Yeah. I mean, even like I saw Rise of Skywalker in 3D this week, and that was really good too.
Yeah.
So.
It might have been my position because I was like unimpressed.
No,
I got a bad seat.
There was no like whoa. The lightsaber, but like I thought it was impressive the depth of it at least, and so.
Well, in Endgame, right away when it's Hawkeye and he's with his daughter and they're shooting arrows, like the whole ground like would come out, and it was just impressive. So I was just curious.
I'm trying to think of the last good 3D movie I would have seen, and I can't remember.
I don't know.
No.
Anyways, Brad, you want to take us around town?
Sure. This week at the Esquire, the midnight movie is Who Framed Roger Rabbit, so I'll see you there.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Did I tell you my favorite scene? Just kidding. Love the weasels. You know what happens when you can't stop laughing?
Trying to kill the rabbit.
I was reading an interview. You might have talked about this last week, but I read an interview where apparently they offered the lead role to Eddie Murphy at first, and he rejected it.
That makes sense.
They offered him a lot of shit,
and like he said, like that's one of the films that he like really wishes he took. But I feel like that would have been a very different film.
Yeah,
he would have stolen the spot.
He would have played all the characters.
Yeah, he's he's a good actor, but I think I think it would have been a little too much for that role.
Yeah,
he'd take away where Bob Hoskins is just like
it's because
he's great in the movie.
Yeah,
but he understands it more. Where I think he's a better actor.
It would have been like watching two Roger Rabbits on screen at the same time.
Because like Eddie Murphy can't really play the straight man. I think
now he can. I think
we can now. But I think back in
then,
the height of like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, you're right. Because
and if he did, people would have been like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I mean, Dolomite Is My Name is awesome.
Yeah. No, it's great,
and he's so good in it. But that seems like kind of tailor made for him.
Yeah, it is.
Where it's basically he's just being his stand up act and rhyming.
Yeah.
With Hoskins, like he wasn't like a big, ultra big name actor, but he's like big enough to be able to sell it on a marquee, but also to not compete with the cartoon characters.
I mean, I think he's a super actor, but that's just
but are you paying him like Tom Cruise money?
That's a Mario reference.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because he did that movie that one time with Leguizamo. Yeah,
Princess Daisy. That's one of Leguizamo. Not very good.
Oh,
yeah. We got to get to this plumbing job in 30 minutes, or we lose it.
Why is that on Blu-ray? Like that sounds like a Shout Select title.
It is in Britain. I don't know why they won't give it to us.
Yeah, fuckers.
Must have done really well over there.
Well, they do have the animated one coming out next year, so maybe
it's not the same.
And by next year, I mean 2021.
The 20th anniversary of it would be in 2023, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe that's the time, guys.
Well, I mean,
and if not, then
you want to get it when the
never.
awareness is hot. So.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like paired with it. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully by then it'll just go straight to 4K, which would be nice.
I think a steelbook of just like the coin question mark would be awesome.
Yeah.
Why am I in charge? Dude, I can make so many cool decisions.
It's a Disney film, so you got to talk to them.
Fucking Disney.
Always ruining shit.
I love Disney.
With our luck, it'll just go straight to Disney Plus.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, they put
Never
Saludos
see it on
Amigos on Blu-ray? I love Disney!
I do have that on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I know you do. I'm jelly.
So yeah, that's what's going on around town.
Nice.
Nice.
Movie news!
It's real news.
Yeah, as Ryan said, there's virtually
everyone's on
nothing.
break right now.
We had 2 people die. I'll bring them up. Neil Ennis, musician who worked for
Yeah,
Monty
you're gonna dig
Python,
him
and the what?
No, don't be an asshole.
I didn't hear you. So, the musician who wrote things for Monty Python, amongst them a majority of the score and songs for Holy Grail, passed away at the age of 75. Yeah, man, like I had a lot of laughs with his work. And then one of the visionary conceptual artists of our era, Sid Mead, died, and he worked on Tron
Blade
and
Runner,
Blade Runner.
right?
Yeah, so he will be missed.
When I work, I feel like I miss like so much going on.
Yeah, but you catch stuff every so often,
Yeah.
and also these 2 just happened today. So, there was a trailer that came out for ESPN's doing another one of their super long doc series, and this one's on Michael Jordan and the 97-98 season with the Chicago Bulls. Apparently,
They only lost 7 games, I think.
in that particular season.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm clueless about that particular.
And one of their losses was
Sports?
to the Denver Nuggets, and the Denver Nuggets were awful. I think it's that season, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
Well, you'll have 10 episodes of a documentary series to find out.
Well, because I think he came back because his father was murdered, I think, before that season.
Well, it was,
and he came back, I think, because he went to play baseball. Then after his dad was murdered, he came back to play basketball. I can't remember the story.
I think
I'm
it's a
old as
couple
fuck.
years earlier, because if you'll recall, in Space Jam, they address his father's death before he plays with the Looney Tunes and after he leaves baseball. I don't know. But anyway, the trailer is for a doc series called The Last Dance. ESPN's doing it. They did the People vs. OJ doc, which is not really a sports doc, but it's super long. So this one in particular, during the 97-98 season, a camera crew was granted virtually like all access to the entire team and the proceedings of those games. So we're going to be able to see how that all plays out. So
I can't wait for another miniseries to win Best Documentary.
Well, the rules have changed, so they're not going to do that.
Good.
And also, that documentary was great enough that I will accept that win, even though there was another film that came out that year in that category that I wish had won. Did anybody see Cats? Are we going to be talking about Cats in what we've been watching?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, don't expect
really?
it. Don't
Both of us saw it.
Don't expect it to be in the Oscar race, because Cats is officially
Was
being
not worried
pulled
about that.
as an Oscar contender.
No, they said they went back to the thing and they said, "Can we submit the redesign?" They said, "Yeah."
Yeah, but they said Universal is pulling it from its contenders list on its website. So all of it's for your consideration.
That's not
ads are
that's
gone.
not confirmation of anything, though.
Yeah.
That's some saying they're probably giving up, but they did submit it, and it is shortlisted for best special effects on the Oscars.
Michael Jordan's father passed away in 1993.
Oh, rest in peace.
So I think I got it backwards. I think he went
Passed
to play.
away, murdered.
Yeah. So, well, he still passed away.
He passed away forcibly.
Yeah.
So.
I think he went to play baseball because his dad passed away, and he liked. His dad was shot in the fucking head and died, and so he went and played baseball
And then
In his sleep.
in his sleep.
and then he had to be reminded not to play baseball by playing basketball with the Looney Tunes. We all know the history
It
of
had
this.
nothing to do with his gambling problem.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they will talk about that in
doubt
the
it.
doc. But anyway, yeah. Cats, at least Universal's pulling a lot of their ads, so maybe that's kind of a nail in the coffin. Maybe not. I don't know.
They were shortlisted for a couple of the categories on the Oscars, and so
Question is, are they even going to put the campaign money into it, I guess. But I don't know.
campaign's going to go at this point. But
Yeah. Anyway, though, Ryan Reynolds confirmed Deadpool 3 is in the works at Marvel. So, yeah, we'll get some more Deadpool, guys. That was kind of virtually going to happen no matter what. And 2 pieces of Star Wars news. Chris Terrio wishes that the Rise of Skywalker had been split into 2 movies. I don't disagree with him, but I don't agree with him either. I don't know.
I think they told the story.
Yeah.
You could write one movie and write it better.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, you can work on that part.
There's a lot of stuff they could have done better for Rise of Skywalker.
Just saying, like, maybe he needs to work on his franchise pictures a little bit more.
Well, you can love it or you can hate it. Either of you are right, because J.J. Abrams says that. Because the other article
right.
Yeah, it's the most diplomatic answer you can possibly give in this situation.
You're allowed to like things and you're allowed to dislike things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, do whatever the fuck you want.
It's as if, though, J.J. Abrams said the thing that should have been said all the time. And that's news, unless I missed anything.
There was a sound design.
Yeah, you missed I Won Fantasy Football.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That was on Variety, and I intentionally skipped it.
Local awesome dude wins Fantasy Football.
It's just you with your hands up in the air.
I got so lucky. So I was playing Joe in I got a first round bye because my team was really good this year. But I played Joe in the second round of the playoffs, and he scored 181 points. I scored 190 because my team for that week was on fire. And that's good because when I won the championship, I had one dude left playing on Monday night, a receiver for the Vikings. And I won it, ended up winning by 13 points, and that's good because he scored 0.2 points. So I'm glad I didn't need him.
So, do you beat Joe often at fantasy football?
No, we're usually pretty equal. I think he's won it twice, and then I've won it twice.
Because I was wondering if you beat him at fantasy football a bunch, maybe that's why he overcompensates with Fantasy Movie League.
Fuck Fantasy Movie League. I forgot to set my lineup this week.
I'm 4 weeks in, and I'm just 4 million behind him. So
nice. Yeah, you've been doing pretty well lately.
Yeah, we picked the same lineup this week, so we'll see if I get the tiebreaker.
That's one of those things where it's do I pick a wild card this week to win? And then it ends up blowing up in your face.
Yeah.
Every time I pick a religious movie, it tanks, and then when I don't pick it, everyone's like, go with your church to see Breakthrough.
Or an animated kids movie comes out this week, yeah, it's going to blow up, and then it's the one animated kid movie that sucks for the year.
Totally.
Let's go Abominable.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, one of the highest rated kid movies of the year, and no one saw it.
Yeah.
Or you're like, sweet, Uncut Gems is going to expand this week. Nope, next week. Fuck.
Why?
Actually,
Frozen 2.
That just made me realize, other than Toy Story 4, did most animated movies pretty much tank this year?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Oh, well, Frozen.
Yeah,
well, okay, fine, Frozen, yeah.
Yeah,
Lion King's not considered an animated movie.
It was similar to the Oscars as an animated movie.
Because it couldn't win live action.
Yeah. Aladdin did well, but that's not
animated at all.
How to Train Your Dragon 3 did.
But we say kids
yeah,
movies.
okay.
But yeah,
January, that's weird.
Yeah.
But my big point, or my go-to for it is Lego Movie Part 2 was just non-existent after we.
I picked that up for $4 on Black Friday.
Yeah.
But it's in the top 20 of the year, so it's not that bad.
Okay.
Also, a lot of animated films are now going towards streaming. They're
which is totally
Amazon
fair.
and Netflix both had really good streaming animated films this year. So
which
That's
is
good.
a solid
Keep
idea.
kids out of the theater.
yeah, fuck yo kids.
No, my boy's doing pretty good in theaters. He sat through 2 hours and 10 minutes of Jumanji.
Just because you're a great dad doesn't mean we should allow kids in theaters.
I want to make a meme with Henry going, "Fuck your kids."
Just as you wear the gun to the movie theater, and your kid's afraid of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's news.
I know. I said Blu-rays.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
Back-to-back weeks. You
Sorry.
have the headphones on.
I know, and yet I still didn't hear you.
DVD releases and Blu-rays.
There's virtually nothing.
Yeah.
Something called the Peanut Butter Solution from 1985.
Not related to the Final Solution.
Or the peanut butter falcon
Thankfully.
universe.
Peanut butter jelly sandwich sounds pretty good. I haven't had one of those in a while.
Well, we could cook one for you
What
upstairs
kind
later.
of jelly do you guys usually use?
I use-
Blackberry?
I haven't tried that. I mean, I'm a diehard grape guy myself.
I am
so.
too. Yeah.
I had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for elementary school so much that I've can't eat
You
it
have an
anymore.
aversion to it?
Yeah.
Do you guys care for strawberry jam?
Yeah, strawberry's good.
Strawberry can work.
I've just been getting Oregon blackberry lately, and it's been pretty good.
You ever make your sandwich, then put it in the fridge for a couple hours?
No.
Get the peanut butter all nice and cold.
Is it good?
Very good.
So what, dude, get crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
I do both. When I'm refrigerating it, I tend to go more creamy. But both work. So
I like extra crunchy.
welcome to Real
I
Sandwich
like
Podcast.
I like peanuts in my mouth.
Every week we talk about a new sandwich in the movie it relates to.
I
Wow,
just love
this
when
tastes so sweet and salty.
I just love when I bite into it and it just kind of pops in my mouth and gets it all wet and so.
Totally.
Flicker Alley is putting out a movie called Trapped from 1949. You can check that out. Looks like it's a restored film from UCLA, so that sounds cool. Something called Sin.
Is it with a Y or an I?
I.
Oh, that's not as cool. Then.
So it's not edgy.
Yeah.
And something called Shred America, Bully, and Heritage. Heritage looks like some weird Nazi
Are
bullshit.
these 3 films or 1 film?
Oh, they're 3 different films.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kind of blending stuff. And then I guess that Batman Beyond complete series
Without
reissue.
the Funko Pop?
Yeah. Which I thought that was last week, too, so I don't get.
It's been out for weeks at Target.
You know what? It makes sense that they would mess this up because they messed up that Hitchcock thing that one time, and it pissed me off. So that's Blu-rays. Next week's probably going to be way better.
Yeah. So I forgot to tell you, I don't know if this makes me cool or pathetic in Mortal Kombat. So
It makes you both.
Fair enough. I get off work, and sometimes it's easy for me to pick up the controller and just play like a few rounds or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they just released you can sign up for a newsletter, and the newsletter's kind of cool. It'll tell you where you rank,
cool.
you know, your stats. And I knew I played it a lot, and so I don't play online very often. I usually do when I want to like annoy people because they think they're really good, and I destroy them. Anyways, so my online, I'm like in the top 20% of Mortal Kombat players. Yeah. But then it like breaks down the other stats. Like towers are these revolving just challenge towers. I'm in the top 1%.
Nice.
Fatalities performed, top 1%. Brutalities, top 1%.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, I play this game a lot. And so I went through and I looked at my stats, and I have like 84 hours invested into it. Like, that's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Playing Mortal Kombat.
I mean, to be fair, I do like the same thing, but with Call of Duty, and like the new Call of Duty came out in like November or whatever,
Yeah.
and I've already put in like over 150 hours into that game.
But like Call of Duty is the same thing, because you can just pick up and play like matches.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm going to put my PlayStation on rest mode, and I'm going to go away.
Yeah, exactly.
And I do that all the time in Mortal Kombat. Yep.
Video games.
Yep. We watch stuff throughout the week, too, because we're a movie podcast. Do you know there's a podcast called Real Film Nerds?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should like fucking kill them.
I already did.
So
that's why you won't hear from them.
For our lawyers, if they do somehow mysteriously end up dead, we did not do that.
Because today
We're just talking out our ass.
when I was posting my number 18 Blu-ray of the year, I just typed in our thing in our Google search bar, and we're like the first like 10 results, and then like right below it says Real Film Nerds. I'm like, what the fuck? So I clicked on their thing. Don't worry, guys, they have like only a quarter of the likes we have, only a quarter of the follows, and I know. And I read their Skywalker review. I'm like, oh, they're those guys. Where they go, and I'll tell you one more thing why I don't like Rise of Skywalker. What's the deal with this creature that was in the foreground? I mean, come on. You go, what? Yeah, they're those guys. So fuck you, real nerd film fuckers, whatever
Here's
they're
the
called.
thing. If it's okay to like or dislike a film, but if you actually dislike a film when you see it twice, that is a different situation.
Yeah.
Like,
Then we're talking about a different condition, a mental condition.
Yeah, I'm never going to see like I don't know, Creature again or
Twombly.
No, don't watch that garbage. No, but I wouldn't want to insult a podcast that I've never listened to. Cause,
I am.
Any fair chance. But I will say, if you are going to bitch about Star Wars, I'm going to remind everybody, it's a movie with space wizards.
So this week I watched Star Wars again.
Ooh, did you?
No. I just wanted to.
I heard you saw Cats, though. Why don't you tell us about Cats, bro?
Yeah, I'll tell you about Cats. How much time do we have?
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
That was a good impression of a cat.
Thank you. That's one of my favorite moments, actually, in Superbad, is when Michael Cera's character is with the Asian dude, and he's acting like a cat, and he's licking his paw and going through his hair. And then Jonah Hill takes the carrot like it's his dick. It's funny. Yeah. Anyways, Superbad.
Cats, yeah. Not the worst movie I've ever seen.
Really?
But it is crazy.
How many Dutch angles are there in it?
Not that many, actually.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I didn't
Did he
notice
tone it down?
that many. I mean, they toned it down because it's probably all animated, like, realistically.
Yeah, like, you can put the camera wherever
So
you
did
want.
you see the one with the new updated visual effects?
I don't know.
I'm almost positive that has not been released yet. Like
I heard
told
there's
them
like
that it's
dudes,
coming, but
I heard
like,
there's dudes running around with sweatshirts on,
yeah,
in the background.
All the examples that I read to delineate that, I didn't notice because surprisingly enough, I was wrapped up in certain parts of the movie where I wasn't paying attention. But there was one sequence where I was like, "This is clearly not done."
Well, it's like because and also there's some parts where I'm like, I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Like there's some cats who wear shoes, and I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Like
some cats wear clothes.
Yeah, like
the railroad cat. Like a lot of the characters have human hands, not just Judi Dench.
Yeah,
which I thought she retired from like being M because she was too blind to act anymore, but. Clearly, she couldn't see what was going on in this movie.
Well, I heard she shows up in like a sweatshirt, and you're good to go.
I mean, she's wearing a coat like throughout the film.
No, I mean because I was reading that they didn't put the dots on the actors.
Yeah, so he just wore their own,
and that's why they were having problems with the visual effects.
Yeah. But to that end, it's a lot of the movie is like it just looks like they photoshopped a person's face on a CGI character. It just doesn't line up well. And then
it's almost as if they put the entire thing through Snapchat's like filter of like looking like a dog, and so like
in other places like it's really. I think my biggest gripe is just the source material. Like the musical itself is just
the musical's garbage.
Yeah. Hi, meet this cat. Meet this cat. It's just like I said, it's a video game character select for 90% of the movie.
Or like imagine a musical version of the first episode of each season of The Bachelor. It's basically that, but with a cat.
Yeah.
So.
And then old Deuteronomy, Judi Dench's character, just picks the one she feels the most sorry for, and they get to go get reincarnated in the Heaviside layer, and that's really just floating off on a hot air balloon. There's Rebel Wilson's cat is like. Jenny Anydots is the Gumpy cat, and her whole song is about being lazy and lethargic, but she has like a huge musical dance number, and they have these animated cockroaches, which are humans in like the Ant-Man and the Wasp costume, but airbrushed burgundy, and it's like a PlayStation 2 face graft over there.
Oh shit!
And
that just made me laugh really loud.
You know how in musicals they have like the dancers will surround the pool and then they'll like dive in.
Yeah.
It's like that, but with like cockroaches, and then the cats eat the cockroaches.
It's in general a very horrifying scene.
And they're like walking upside down under the table at one point, and they're just dropping into her mouth. She at one point peels off her own skin and reveals her skin again, but now she's wearing like a purple jumpsuit. And dancing around.
What the fuck are you telling me?
Yeah, it's not.
That's the second introduction of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like, all right, we showed you the introduction. Now the weird shit's coming, and so.
I don't know. About an hour later, you go to the cat orgy.
Yeah.
I thought this was a movie for kids.
I mean, it's not for kids.
The cats aren't explicitly boning, but like they're nuzzling
there's
each other a bunch.
There's no full penetration.
Yeah.
So
there's no
good.
There's no graphic close-ups of barbed cat penises.
Actually, I take that back. That's the reason I'm not gonna go.
You know what I would say? If they had been brave, if they showed like a cat penis, like each an actual cat penis,
just throw glitter on it. It would have been fine.
Like, you know what? That's a bold choice, Tom Hooper. I'm going to give you bonus points for that. And so,
I think that would make even the biggest Tom Hooper cynic like cave in, going like, all right. Fine. You're a bold director. Not a great director, but a bold one.
But back to the source material, it's just like you meet these cats and their personalities and like why they're just also there's this really funny someone made a meme of so Ian McKellen's one of the cats. It's like an old stage cat. So this is a freeze frame of him where he's like finished licking the milk bowl that he's been eating from, like looking at the camera, and someone captioned it, "You should have killed me when you had the chance, Charles." But yeah, so you're meeting all these different cats, and then McCavity, the Idris Elba one, there's magic in this universe, and he just like snaps them almost Thanos-like onto this boat from where they are, and then he's trying to like eliminate his competition, so he's by default the only one who can be selected to go to be reincarnated.
And he's like, I'm Cat Superman.
They also like never explain why he has magic.
Why he has magic, because Mr. Mistopheles is specifically labeled the Magic Cat, and he has trouble. I don't know. Everyone wants him to rescue. He uses magic to rescue Judi Dench, but there's like 4 other cats who've been abducted, and no one wants him to help them. And then Taylor Swift shows up, and she does this like she's McCavity's henchman kind of, and she's the only one with cat boobs really.
Yeah, which is weird because Taylor Swift normally does not have boobs, and so it's weird they decide to add those. And so,
and then
shake it off, Taylor. Shake it off.
Yeah, she's most of the time just shaking.
Yeah, it's really weird. And so,
what was the other thing? sorry, got on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, like the only song-wise that I thought was any good was the classic Memory.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know that Grisabella in the stage version was like an old ratty cat, because they get like a youthful-looking person who, other than snot coming out of her nose, looks pretty put together. But her whole story is that she, had a great time on Broadway as a stage cat and then lost it all. And honestly, I couldn't remember a lot of what they were talking about in the songs because they seemed unintelligible. But I gathered that, and she's the one that gets selected because I guess she had a really rough time. But Ian McKellen's cat also had a really rough time on stage too.
Ian McKellen's basically like 100, and so like
and, like he's should be next in line to be reincarnated. She seems like she has plenty more life left in her. I
mean,
what else? It's bafflingly just.
It's a film that I'm surprised exists. Like
it's gonna make a great midnight movie someday.
No, yeah, this is gonna be like a cult classic
like
at some
Xanadu
point.
level,
like Xanadu level.
Yeah,
okay.
It's also one of those where it's like it's not funny to watch though. Like it's just boring for most of it.
Despite the gross amount of cat puns in the background, all the shops. This is London, which is built for humans, but you never see any humans.
Yeah,
so it's like why not just make it a cat city?
That's another
at
thing.
That point,
the sets are all weird too because the scale changes throughout. I don't know what fucking size these cats are. So
the two thief cats, like when they're in that apartment, they're to scale, but when they're out in the alleys of London, they seem enormous.
Yeah,
and the milk bar and like even if it is a human world, like the fact that all the plays on the marquees are cat puns.
Yeah,
it's like it doesn't seem like a human world. That's a weird coincidence. So it's and also the opening thing where. Each cat has 3 names, and they ask Victoria, like the main one, the ballerina one, what's your name, Victoria? Like, well, everyone has, every cat has 3 names, and then all the other cats go through what their names are, and then Victoria never announces anything.
Yep,
she's still Victoria.
I don't know what the fuck you guys just said.
And then at the end,
special.
Judi Dench like looks in the camera for like 5 minutes straight, telling you like what cats are.
That was a weird part.
It's like stop looking at me, just. Eyes over there.
Imagine the scene in Won't You Be My Neighbor or whatever it's called, or Beautifully in the Neighborhood when Tom Cruise looks in the camera and you feel so
amazing.
Calm. Imagine
Tom
that,
Hanks.
but it's a horror film.
Man, Tom Cruise as Mr. Rogers would be interesting.
Actually, it wasn't. She wasn't telling us. She was telling us that a cat is different from a dog for like 5 minutes. I was like,
we get it. So
clearly,
cool story.
I know it's. That part is like an ode to the passages from the T.S. Eliot stuff. But I'm just like, I don't care.
I'm sure the one T.S. Eliot fan was really happy with that.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's just like, cause it's not the worst film of the year, I don't think.
Is it disappointing, I guess,
it's just baffling.
I didn't have much expectation, so I can't say it's disappointing.
So it's probably more for...
I'm disappointed it wasn't crazier.
Yeah, I wanted it to be like... real bad when it's really just kind of boring. So
okay, now that's kind of sad.
Like if the CGI was good, it would be a mediocre musical.
Like the songs aren't that catchy. Visually it's just kind of like it's kind of the same 4 or 5 locations over and over again.
That's disappointing.
And it's all clearly like super stylized, like any big budget CGI movie I've ever seen. And then just weird floaty faces on CGI bodies a lot of the time.
I still want to see it just to see what the visual effects look like within the full setting, because the trailer, you can brush that up as many times as you want, but...
I mean, still, surprisingly enough, it is on this short list for best special effects for the Oscars, which is mind-blowing to me.
I guess if, like, completing that much without tracking dots, sure.
I mean, I guess if it's going off of, like, effort and not talent, sure. But like,
well, the Irishman didn't use the tracking dots specifically, so like, but they had more time. Like they took more time to do that.
I don't think they're recreating entire bodies too. Like even when I was watching The Irishman, like they have young Robert De Niro's face on his like old body, clearly he's emaciated. It's like, should have puffed that one.
It's
up.
weird that this made the short list, but Ad Astra didn't. Because whatever you think of Ad Astra, the special effects in that movie are pretty phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
agreed. Movie's boring as fuck.
I didn't see it.
Did you like it?
I liked it a lot, actually. Yeah. But obviously,
I think it's one of those films. It's like,
no, it's like, well, the thing is, like, that I've told people that Ad Astra is basically space Apocalypse Now, and so if you're not gonna like Apocalypse Now, if like that's not your
space
film
apocalypse.
either, you're not gonna like this one either, kind of thing. And so,
I love the smell of space palm in the morning.
No.
Nope.
Yes.
Brad, what else did you watch this week?
That is actually it.
That's
I've
it?
Been
He
playing.
was so dumbfounded by it.
You just couldn't watch anything
Henry?
else.
Well,
What you got?
once I posted my stats thing, I was like, I can't see any more movies. Or I have to revise it, and then so
Every day you release a new version. Like,
You're the cat special effects of movie going.
yeah, I learned my lesson. I saw that movie.
The current writer/director that I'm working through seeing their entire filmography is John Hughes. So I'm watching a lot of John Hughes films. It's not going great. Because I save all rewatches for the end, so I'm watching, and I've seen all of his like really famous films. So I'm seeing his like stuff
Deep
that
cuts.
I haven't seen. So like Beethoven, the first Beethoven.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
dog movie.
He wrote it,
yeah,
right?
he wrote that one. That's
You gotta
the
make
best
money,
thing I
man.
can say about that.
Gotta make money.
Did you write the sequels?
No, he did not write the sequels, luckily, so I don't need to watch those.
Did Brian Levant direct all three?
I doubt it.
Okay.
He didn't direct any movies. He just wrote movies, right?
John Hughes?
Yeah.
He directed some, the ones that are famous he directed. So like 16 Candles he directed.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club he directed.
She's Having a Baby.
But he's written more than
Yeah,
Uncle
that's-
Buck he directed.
Oh, okay.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles he directed. But there's like, I'm going off his writing credits predominantly because that's
Yeah.
more movies.
So you got Home Alone in there.
Yeah, like Home Alone, which I did also watch Home Alone 3, which my God.
He wrote that one too.
He did. That was
Oh
the last
my
one
God.
he wrote.
that was my favorite soundtrack when I was 5.
Well, you were wrong when you were 5.
I know, I was
Wait, there's
absolutely
a
wrong.
soundtrack for Home Alone 3?
There was.
Was that released in theaters?
It did,
You
yes.
have,
Wow.
you have to understand, my family was a big Home Alone family, so we saw everything Home Alone related when it was out, and 3 was amongst those things.
We were watching Temple of Doom over Christmas. My dad's like, "What do you like?" Because it's all the gory parts of the movie when he comes in. He's just like, "Why aren't we watching a holiday movie like Home Alone?" It's like, because you don't have to.
I watched Shazam for my holiday movie. That was fun.
Yeah,
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
it's a good qualify.
And the last one I'll bring up for John Hughes is I watched Weird Science,
Yeah.
which is a film that I would have given 5 stars when I was 14, but as an adult, it doesn't really play as hard
No.
for me, and so like,
It's like a fun movie.
it's a very fun like of its era movie,
Yeah.
and so like
Chet.
there's so many times in that film that I know that if I was 14, I would have been like, this is the greatest movie ever.
Totally.
Like,
Remember they made a TV series of that in the
Did they?
90s? Yeah, it was like on USA or something.
wow.
Oh.
I went and saw Bombshell. Has anyone seen that one yet?
No.
No, I'm hoping to see it tonight.
Fuck, I can't.
Yeah, just don't put it in your thing.
Oh, no.
I liked it more than I thought I was going to. I think it definitely has its flaws still, but I think Margot Robbie is incredible in it.
Oh, man. I remember the first time I saw her in Wolf of Wall Street. I knew I loved that woman.
I do believe she works, I think, really well in these tier movies where it's like the mid tier. Like this and I, Tonya, I think, are her
she's
best performances.
amazing in I, Tonya.
I think what happens, she gets offered like the best roles, obviously, with like Scorsese and Tarantino, all this kind of stuff. But I think she's given more to actually do in like these types of tier movies. And she's so good in this. Both the two best scenes are both of her. And I would definitely recommend checking out just for her, if nothing else.
How's Lithgow? He good?
He's great.
Okay.
Everyone in it does a good job, and like there are some actors in it that's like we're born to play these characters. Like
yeah.
the guy who plays Bill O'Reilly has like one line, but he's identical. Like I almost was like, did they just get Bill O'Reilly to do this like film? Yeah, everyone in it.
It's the line, "Fuck it, we'll do it live."
I mean, basically. Like, I mean, there's definitely some problems that like just logical kind of stuff that doesn't really make sense in it, with like composite characters and that kind of thing. But I would definitely, and obviously Charlize Theron is great as Megan Kelly. But yeah, I'd check it out if you have time. It's not gonna make my top 10 or anything, but it is definitely worth checking out, I think.
Can't make mine. I've already submitted it.
Yeah. No changing now.
Well, Corinne's the only one out, so if you want to revise it, you have time.
I think I'm set.
I also checked out Judy. Because after watching Marriage Story, I was like, Scarlett Johansson's pretty much up there. It's like what I think should win Best Actress, but that's the one everyone's saying is going to win.
Yeah.
So I checked it out, and she's fine. The movie's not very good at all.
Yeah,
That's what I figured.
Did you read? Do you read Blu-ray.com reviews?
Not a lot, but
Or maybe it was a High Def Digest. It was High Def Digest guy, and he's a huge Judy Garland fan, and
Yeah.
he said it's garbage.
well, like I was reading like other people who like knew her and that kind of thing, and everyone who knew her or like had any kind of interaction with her hates the film.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, my complaint with the film is that it's just boring.
But she's good.
Well, she does. I don't know. It's very much a like watch me act kind of performance.
Like Rami Malek and Bohemian Rhapsody, where like he doesn't even do anything special.
I wouldn't. Yeah, it's like I wouldn't say it's as bad as that, but like it's a very similar.
And why
kind of.
people give him praise for it? I go, I don't understand it.
It's like it's.
Is it like one of those CBS TV movies about famous actors that was like very on the nose?
I mean. Yeah,
does it have no nuance whatsoever?
Not really. I mean, they try for nuance, but that's about it.
Okay.
I'll
still watch it.
For Christmas, my sister and I watched another teen movie.
Oh, I fucking love
that movie. It's a great
movie.
Christmas movie.
It's a great movie.
I love when Jake Weiler's looking at a picture of him looking at a picture of himself. I fucking love that movie.
God, there's just so many good parts of that film that
if you like the Can't Hardly Wait and the teen movies from that time, it is so brilliant.
Oh, yeah. It helps that I'm watching it as I'm also going through the John Hughes movies.
So it's
like I Can't Hardly Wait and She's All That kind of thing.
Yeah, it's because I love spoof movies if they're done well.
Yeah,
Hot Shots, MacGruber.
Yeah,
that one, Lethal Loaded Weapon 1. I just love movies that know the source material.
Yeah.
And they only work, and this is why I think Not Another Teen Movie works well, is because Chris Evans plays it straight.
Oh, yeah.
He's never playing it for the laughs.
Just how, like, his entire family is trying to fuck him.
Yeah.
It's like, what is wrong with his family?
That's a Cruel Intentions reference.
Yep. Oh, man. No, you're my sister. Yuck.
Well, it's like, even in the beginning, like, his, like, dad is like, I know what'll cheer you up. I have a girlfriend for you. And he brings in the mom. Like...
Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't seen that movie in forever. I keep on wanting to get it on Blu-ray, but it's like $26.
Oh really?
Because I think it's a Sony MOD. So.
Oh okay, yeah. But
it's a brilliant movie.
That's a great movie.
Can't care what anybody says about that movie.
And then I guess the last two things I'll bring up. I watched Days of Wine and Roses, which is a great film. Highly recommend it. It's a Jack Lemmon film from what decade, Zach?
Oh fuck.
A decade.
It's a decade. Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same year as Lawrence of Arabia, and
it's the 60s.
Yeah. It's a great movie, basically about addiction, alcoholism. Basically, Jack Lemmon falls in love with.
That's a film I want to rewatch after having a year of sobriety under my belt, because I remember being kind of depressed by it when I was still drinking.
It's definitely it's one of those films where it's like it's a very depressing ending, but does give you like one line of hope.
Yeah, there's a tinge of hope at the end. Yeah.
It's not a lot of hope, but it's.
It's the only optimism you can have in the situation. You watch the movie; it's really good.
And the performances are fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
That year is like every time I like find a performance from that era, then I'm like, oh, this is a great like lead performance from a man. Let's like check out. I hope they won the Best Actor, and it's always in the same year when Gregory Peck won for To Kill a Mockingbird. It's like, well, fuck, okay. Like, so,
I remember every year in the '60s where Gregory Peck just kept winning for that same role.
It was that good. And then the last one I watched.
I love Warren Beatty and Bonnie and Clyde, but Gregory Peck's still just working for me.
And then the last one I watched Sheltering Sky.
What's that?
It's a Bertolucci film. Basically, the plot of it is that this married couple, which is it's John Malkovich and someone else. Can't remember the actress's name, but the two of them are like, our marriage isn't doing well. I know what'll fix this. Let's go to Civil War ravaged Africa. And so obviously that doesn't work. But it's very much a Bertolucci film where there's a lot of erotica in it. And I will say, Bertolucci, for better or worse, is probably the best erotic director ever. So the erotic stuff is good and well shot. I mean, it's a beautiful film. It's a Bertolucci film, so you're going to get what you pay for.
Yeah.
And then it's obviously does not end well for them. I won't spoil it in case you're interested in it, but it's not my favorite Bertolucci film, but it's definitely one of the better ones. It's not Dreamers, so
I had completely forgot because I know the name Bertolucci, but I never remember. Like, there's some foreign directors I just don't remember their filmography. Yeah. And then I had to look him up, and I was like, oh yeah, Last Tango in Paris. That's right.
Which is also not one of his best films.
No, it's not. It's notorious and for sad reasons.
Besides that reason, it's still a good movie.
Yeah, Confession's good, but
most of the other stuff was great though.
Yeah,
Last Emperor is a great film. Yeah. But anyway, that's all I'll bring up. Everything else is boring. So
fuck it, Zach.
Just a couple things. Ha! My catchphrase.
If this podcast was popular and people liked when you said that, we'd make a shirt of it.
Oh, yeah. I would totally wear that shirt. Rewatched Hound of the Baskervilles with Basil Rathbone. It's a fantastic fucking Sherlock Holmes movie.
Sounds like a wizard's name.
Disney fun fact, the mouse in The Great Mouse Detective is named Basil because of...
Oh, interesting.
And...
my firstborn, Basil.
Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce recordings of their of them as Holmes and Watson are used for the actual Sherlock Holmes and Watson figures that live in the house. They're the human figures, and then Basil and Nigel are the mice. So it's a fun little cameo.
It's a cute movie.
Anyway, but yeah, the movie's great. I found it finally. I haven't been able to pick it up. I have found a copy, tracked it down on Blu-ray, along with all the other Sherlock Holmes films from the Universal and Fox era, and it's an $80 set. So I'm at some point when I find financing again, I will get it. But this particular version of Sherlock Holmes. This particular version of Sherlock Holmes is like still one of my favorites to watch, other than maybe the Robert Downey Jr. ones, if we're talking cinema ones.
Well, no one is better than Robert Downey Jr.
No.
Let's just make that a point.
Basil Rathbone, though, pretty great. Could compete.
Yep.
Could
but no one's as
compete.
great as Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, but if you rewatch the film, like I think I've talked about it before, but like I think you should if you are able to rewatch it in a good quality copy. Like, just notice how the atmosphere of that movie is fucking amazing when they're out in the moor, and it's fucking phenomenal. And Lionel Atwill, I think it's my second favorite Lionel Atwill film, with the first being To Be or Not to Be, but he's just fucking great in almost everything he was in. So, my brother-in-law introduced me to a movie when I went up to his and my sister's house to spend Christmas, and it's a movie called The Private Eyes. With Don Knotts and Tim Conway. I had no idea they made movies together. I knew that they were both in Cannonball Run 1 and 2 in cameo roles. So this shows you my ignorance. But Private
Dorff makes an appearance.
Steven Dorff?
Oh, you're too young.
I remember those commercials.
Yep.
How
golfing.
How hilarious is putting knees in your shoes and pretending you're short.
Yeah, I might be a little too young for that.
Dorff goes golfing.
But at any rate, though...
Watch with hilarity as he tries.
But at any rate...
Buy the whole collection today, $19.95.
3 easy payments.
No CODs.
Oh, one of those? It's one of those
Oh,
things?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who ever accepted CODs? And when was that a thing?
Cash on delivery?
Yeah. Because, when we were growing up, it's the Time Life books was no CODs.
Can you imagine shipping Dorff to your door and being like, yeah, I don't have it.
Well, no Dorff until I get the COD, cash on delivery.
I'm going to be out here in the van.
Wait, you guys, I just looked it up. Dorff and elephants that were bought by early circus owners are the only things that did COD. So
Knew it.
one of those is a little trickier than the other one.
Fucking
Guess what? It's Dorff. But The Private Eyes is... It's hard to describe. So everybody in this room kind of likes Clue pretty much, right?
No.
No, you don't like Clue?
I've never seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's on my film Clue on this.
Awesome.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of trying to make fun of that while make fun of Sherlock Holmes, while make fun of 500 other drawing room mystery movies. It's co-written by Conway and another guy, and it's directed by a guy named Lang Elliott. And it's just a basic murder plot, but the reason to watch it is because Don Knotts and Tim Conway in it are just kind of doing this back and forth thing. Don Knotts is kind of the straight man, and Tim Conway is the idiot. And it kind of plays off as what could have been a Carol Burnett sketch, but like a little bit more elaborate. I really liked the movie. I had fun with it. I liked watching it with my brother-in-law. This is a family favorite of his, and I could see why. This could definitely entertain you as a young kid and stuff. The only things that, I don't know, were just kind of meh about it were just the actual plot of the movie. But if you're there to just watch Don Knotts and Tim Conway do something, you'll have a fun time. But so I didn't realize they had made movies together. And then I realized, oh wait, the Apple Dumpling Gang. And then I rewatched the Apple Dumpling Gang this week on VOD, and that movie's great. So,
why is it great?
Because it's the Apple Dumpling Gang, and it's just a fun classic Disney movie.
Just inherently good.
Let
Yep,
him
there you
have it.
go.
All right.
That we don't need to hear.
Did he sell you on it?
Nope.
Yeah. No, I don't need to. It's a classic.
Yeah, it's your job to figure out why it's good.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Sorry, I just I started a movie podcast to explain movies,
Hey,
and
if you don't know what the fucking Apple fucking Dumpling Gang is, then you don't deserve to know what the fucking Apple Dumpling fucking gang
are they a
is.
gang?
want
Does
that
they eat
to be a
apple
shirt.
dumplings, or are they like hunt down apple dumplings? I don't know. What's the point?
No, I'm not telling you. And then the last thing
Real Nerds Mysteries. Why is the Apple Dumpling Gang good?
He just said it was. I thought we should know why.
Could somebody do a Robert Stack impression to introduce that kind of episode? Only you could solve the mystery.
The apple dumpling gang was found dead, hanging in their fucking closet.
And then the last thing is I rewatched the Hitchcock Truffaut documentary, which is a documentary about the book Hitchcock Truffaut and how it came about. And I feel about it the same way I felt about it when I first saw it, which is that movie is really good at selling the book, and that's about it. Like, if anything, it compels you to read that book and watch those interviews, but it does nothing else.
Well, I mean, anytime they make a documentary based on a book, just read the fucking book.
Agreed. And also the audio interviews, not uncensored, but the audio interviews for each chapter of the book are available on YouTube. All of them are available. So you have to listen to mainly Hitchcock in English and then an English translator and then Francois Truffaut in French. But it's still a good listen. So Brian, you won't like it, but well, actually, if your French is caught up a little bit, you might be able to, but you told me you haven't spoken in a while,
No.
so
Nope.
Ken Burns' book documentary.
Yeah.
And then he put the paper into the typewriter. Sat there, thought for a second, and meanwhile, there's like photographs of typewriters just
slowly moving across the screen. He had never seen a typewriter like this before, and
Yes.
You've seen, do you know the critic gag where they're doing a Ken Burns parody on electric football? And they have a guy who's being interviewed, and he goes, "Electric football is a lot like life. Always shaking, always moving, never knowing where it's going. Wait a minute, it's not like life. It's just a stupid game that doesn't work. Get your documentarian ass out of my face." And that's all I watched this week.
Yeah, I didn't watch very much this week. I just rewatched some stuff. I rewatched Shazam. Kellen hadn't seen it, and I thought that'd be a good movie for him to watch. We're looking for a Christmas movie, and my wife always wants to watch Gremlins. And I don't mind Gremlins, but I was like, man, we've watched that so much.
It's a hard one to watch every year.
Yeah. So I put in Shazam, and Kellen loved Shazam. And it's a really fun movie. If you haven't seen it, it's great. The emotional core that ties it together is really nice.
That's like a great film for kids, too.
Yeah. Because there's some pretty violent parts in it, but I mean, they're beating up monsters, and it's learning how to be a superhero.
It's like a kid's dream, too.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they made it the right way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you haven't seen Shazam, check it out. Maybe it'll be on someone's film explosion list. I don't know. We'll find out.
Maybe.
I rewatched The Matrix, but I saw it in 4K.
Whoa.
And it's a really great 4K transfer. It looks stunning.
How much do the fake set backgrounds stand out?
That
part where when he's running across the rooftop, it's just like a printed out skyline.
You know, the worst part was when Neo went inside Agent Smith and then busted out. It looked like a Lawnmower Man special effect.
Lawnmower Man. That's what those cockroaches look like.
We're at that point right now in its aged process?
Yeah, but I mean, there's some stuff looks phenomenal. I mean, there's the scene where Neo and Morpheus are fighting. It looks incredible. You can see like the stitching on their clothes and the detail on their clothes, and the colors work really well. And 4K is really good at making blacks really black. So the cinematography for The Matrix works really well for it. Some of the special effects don't look good, but also the first Matrix didn't have as much CGI. So, you forget how much that action movie is really a philosophical movie about your existence.
Well, there's a lot of setup, but it's setup that's so engrossing and engaging. I love the mythology.
Yeah, I was talking to Laura about this. Keanu Reeves is never like a great actor, but that motherfucker commits to roles. Like, whether it's John Wick or it's Neo. I mean, his physicality in roles is really impressive.
No, this isn't a joke, but Ted Theodore Logan, that's an animated ass role if there ever was one. He gets into that shit.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
He's like in the same category as like Schwarzenegger and Stallone, where it's like he's not ever going to win an Oscar, but he always is fun to watch at least.
The one time I was actually really impressed with him is The Gift.
Yeah,
he plays the abusive husband, and he's not in it very much, and I think that's why it works really well.
He kind of does the same thing in the Neon Demon too, where he's a real creepo, and he's good in it.
Yeah,
the Neon Demon's a whole other story.
Neon Demon exists.
Yeah,
it's a great film. And I'll tell you why.
Why is it?
Oh God, we've been here for 5 hours, Brad.
There's a film explosion where we explain that. So.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I'm catching up on the movies I got on Black Friday. I think I got like 7 of them, and the Matrix 4K was I think $7 at Target.
Ugh.
And
Sorry.
it's one of the, so I chose that instead of Terminator 2 because I'm hoping that maybe they'll release a whole like Terminator 4K set. But yeah, so it's pretty great.
Can I borrow your 4K one? I want to see what it looks like now.
Of course. And the last thing I watched, Brad brought it up a couple weeks ago, Ninja Scroll. I got it on Amazon for $9, and that movie is pretty awesome. I forgot my friend.
Is it a Blu-ray?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do I have that?
My friend Brandon and I forgot we used a lot of quotes from that film, from the Rock Demon because it was so ridiculous. There's a part where he's sexually assaulting like one of this female character, and the main character Jubei is like sitting in the corner, and he says, "Hey, I was just looking for the directions to so and so," and he's just gonna kick his ass. And then later the Rock guy shows up, and there's this really funny like recall joke where the character Jubei says, "No, it's okay. I know the way now. We don't have to do this." So he's basically telling him, he's like, he doesn't have to kill him. And the big Rock guy says, "Not quite the right direction. The way to hell is right here." And he beats the shit out of him. My friend Brandon and I used to say that all the time. But the movie is animated so well.
Is that like an anime film?
Yeah, it's batshit crazy. Basically, there's 8 demons that are trying to take over the world or something. And this guy for hire doesn't want to fight him, but he ends up fighting him. And it's moving you from one set piece to another with these bad guys that have supernatural abilities. Because I mean, I don't know if you agree. Like the story's not that deep. There's
like one that Jubei killed years ago. They all thought he was dead, and
Lord Goma, something like that. Gemma, something like that. And it's cool because when they chop people's heads off, there's this beat, and then it's just a geyser of blood. And I mean, I forgot, when the Rock guy is throwing his boomerang like thing, and he's cutting these dudes in half.
Thanos blade.
Yes, Thanos blade. He's cutting these dudes in half, and then you'll see like their body parts hit the ground, and then it just rains blood.
Yeah.
It's and he drinks the blood from that one guy. It's pretty awesome.
I gotta watch this now. You've been recommending it.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Like, it's definitely super hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, there's snakes that come out of women's hoo-has and stuff.
I mean, if it's like 80s anime.
Early 90s.
Early 90s.
I mean, still same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking brutal.
So all the rapey stuff is pretty hard.
Brad, you've watched this and Akira. Would that be a good double feature just to get those classics out of the way? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
I mean, yeah.
I'll do that then.
I mean, I prefer you could do it in the theater, but I don't think they're going to double feature that one ever.
Yeah.
No, I just meant like if I needed to like kill a couple of classics with one stone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I mean, Ninja Scroll's fun.
As far as animes go, they're both like at the top of my list.
Oh yeah, and I mean, obviously, because I'm not even an anime guy, and I know Ninja Scroll's an awesome movie, so
Yeah,
check it out.
I could not tell you a single anime movie other than a Miyazaki movie that I would.
Is Miyazaki considered anime?
See, that's the thing. I don't know.
It's a very specific style, but yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay, then
that
Spirited
seems
Away,
more
I guess. Yeah.
like a Disney kind of.
Yeah. Then I guess
Japanese Disney.
well, before Disney bought them, like they were their own thing. So
Yeah.
Well, it's also like, I mean, if you look into the history of anime, the reason why anime looks a certain way is
Oh, I
because
guess.
it was
Yeah.
Japan.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. So I guess it would be Spirited
Finish
Away.
that thought?
Oh, I thought like
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no, like I knew what you were saying. So
okay,
I
it's
get what you're saying.
like when anime started, it was like an imitation of like classic Disney princess stuff. That's why the eyes are so big, because they were focusing really on that kind of aspect and the beautiful eyes of Disney princess, and so so it makes sense why Miyazaki will have some reminiscent of that.
What were you saying, Brad? Sorry.
no, I was just waiting for him to finish his thought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I was like really into what he was saying. Like,
No.
what is your description of anime? And then he just trailed off, and I was like,
Well, it's also like Ryan did the same way. He like whenever I'm like, and then this one French film, and like he said the same.
No,
cadence,
because
so.
I got what you were saying, and I said
Yeah.
I said what I was thinking out loud.
No, you're fine.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
I forgot something. Can I just throw one more thing
Yeah.
if I can? I've been watching The Witcher on Netflix.
Oh.
I would. That's a strong recommend. I would say.
Really?
The sword fights in that show are fucking incredible.
Nice.
It's so brutal.
Story any good or?
Yeah. I mean, it's very. I mean, because like it's based on the books, and the books are a series of short stories. So like it's kind of like a Monster of the Week kind of show.
Oh,
cool.
But there is a like overarching kind of plot, and so
Okay.
But I mean, if you want like
You said super violent.
like the sword play stuff, that's pretty fucking intense, and it's
Awesome.
the choreography of the sword fights is like top notch.
I'm down.
So
Can I throw in one quick thing that's something that I want to
you can't copy me.
talk about? I have a teaser for something I filmed in New Hampshire later this year called Gone Home. There's a 15-second teaser out. You can check it out online now. So head on over to the Gone Home film page on Facebook. You can take a look at the link to Vimeo that we have of it. And
I know one of the actors in there.
you know two of the actors.
I do
in
know
there.
two of them.
Yeah.
Just one stands out.
Well, that reminds me. I watched something. It was a teaser for a movie called Gone Home.
Oh, okay. What was that about, Brad?
It looked terrible. It was so
Oh.
like the footage just raced by so fast. I couldn't tell what was going on.
It
Yeah.
reminded me a lot of this film called Twombly. So
It's almost like they're just pumping so much footage at you that you're just distracted from how bad it is.
Oh.
They hope you don't notice.
Gee, I hope your Gone Home isn't as bad as is bad enough to make our Gone Home look good. We're gonna have a full website launch on January 6th, so you guys can check that out.
Soon.
I'm saying it now because I don't want to plug it on Filmsplosion because that's kind of its own
They
thing.
should have hired me. It would have looked better.
Yeah,
You're the Mary Tyler Moore Show. That's the Rhoda.
I have a high-rated episode where I got married. I'm just as valid.
Did anybody get that joke who listens to
Yes.
our show? Mary Tyler Moore and Rhoda.
Who else is 37 here?
Anybody?
I do, but I'm a weirdo. So it's 37-year-olds and weirdos like Mary Tyler Moore and Rhoda.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to mention that. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
No.
Should have known at the top of the episode so people would actually hear about it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt Ryan's story about his wife.
People usually don't make it to the end on the statistics.
Also, the amount of times you said "my wife" in there, I was so tempted to
My
go
wife.
like "my wife, my wife."
I don't like to say her name.
My
It's
wife.
like Beetlejuice.
Or Voldemort.
Yeah. Voldemort.
or Jesus.
Or Jesus. Anything that summons anything is really bad.
Your wife's not Ray Fiennes.
We don't know.
Famously portraying Jesus.
I'm sure Voldemort would sell a gift from his husband.
He would.
I don't need this tea anymore.
This week on Real Nerds Podcast, we saw Uncut Gems. Brad, should people see Uncut Gems?
Yeah, why not? It's an intense movie. I don't know if I'm like I can't wait to watch that again about it, but definitely in the moment, it's one of the few movies where I feel like you're just watching people exist. It's like knowing filmmaking. I knew that like these are separate shots and setups and camera things, but like when you're watching, it just feels like you're in the scene and nothing is really cutting, even though it is. It's pretty impressive. But I also hate the world of like jewelry and gambling, so I'm like, fuck that movie. He got what he had coming.
Do you go outside of Jared's stores and yell?
You're like, you're wasting your money. All this shit's inflated.
Zach?
Absolutely, yeah. It's pretty incredible how I've been kind of exposed to the Safdie brothers through only 2 films now. I need to watch anything else of theirs that they've done. I don't know them as well as maybe like Henry does, because Henry was the one who introduced me to Good Time. But these guys are really good at making anxiety-driven movies, and this movie gave me a fucking panic attack throughout the entirety. But it's shot beautifully, it's well-directed, and Sandler's fucking amazing in it. So, yeah, I would definitely go check it out.
Henry?
Yeah, I'd recommend it. I've seen it twice now, and I don't know if the reason that I think I would recommend it is that I've seen all of the Safdie brothers' filmography at this point. They've made around 6 films, and it's by far their most accessible. So, like, if you want to start, if like Good Time looked interesting to you, but you didn't catch it, and this one looks interesting to you as well, definitely watch this one first, because this is the easiest of their filmography to watch, I think.
Yeah, it's
So-
kind of like what The Favorite was for Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
This is actually, one of my favorite movies of the year because it's claustrophobic while also being like in a big world.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned this to somebody that it's you're watching people making bad choices and you want them to make better choices, but they don't because they're horrible people. Adam Sandler is amazing, and I've always said that he's great when he does dramatic stuff. Punch Drunk Love, Reign Over Me, Spanglish. He's so good in those movies, and he's great in this one too.
I'm tempted to say it's probably his best performance.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah, because this is the first time I watched a film with him where I'm like, that's not Adam Sandler, because even in Punch Drunk or Reign Over Me, he has moments where
it's like a drama version of an Adam Sandler film where this is its own beast kind of thing. And so,
did anyone feel like his accent was he was trying to do his friend Dante from his comedy movies?
It kind of like had a marble mouth to it, there was like something about it. It's you're right. It's the most transformed he's been for a role, and it just doesn't. It's the sound is jarring for a second, and you have to kind of settle into it. But
here's a trailer for Uncut Gems.
How you doing, Holly? How's it going? Hey, Howard. Good Pesach out. All right, Larry. You're a Jew again. Welcome back. I made a crazy risk, a gamble, and it's about to pay off. So I want the Celtics to cover. I want the Celtics halftime. I want Garnett points and rebounds. What do you know? I don't know. I just know.
Well, I'll tell you what I know. It's the dumbest fucking bet I ever heard of.
I disagree. I disagree, Gary.
What is that?
I started it.
Are you serious?
You're taking my money all over town, placing bets.
I'm having very serious second thoughts.
Are you serious right now?
I know I fucked up. Howard, where's the money right now?
Howard, got my money?
Howard! Is it too late? I'm done. It means nothing. It meant nothing. Please. Give me another shot.
You like to win, right? This is no different than that.
Black Jew power, nigga.
This is my fucking way.
You think I'm stupid, Howard? You and your whole fucking family. I heard you resurface your fucking swimming pool. You know how that makes me feel?
Never
You think your life is more important than my life?
I don't know who said that.
I told you about how things were gonna go. You like the way things are going now?
That's my family. Get the kids out of the house.
You having a good time?
Yes. This is me. This is how I win. KJ, it's game night. You should be stretching out.
What is he, a coach? Nah, he's just a fucking crazy-ass Jew.
Such a great fucking trailer, too.
Yeah.
In the movie, Adam Sandler plays a gambler, jewelry guy, and he's going through a divorce from his wife. He can't stop gambling. He owes money to the mob, who happens to be his brother-in-law. And it's he's like you feel like you should like him, but you don't because he's such a piece of crap.
He just keeps making shitty choices.
Yeah.
He's one of those people that's like really charismatic, but also a total asshole.
Yeah,
so
Because really selfish.
Yeah,
very selfish. Because there's a great scene in it. So him and his wife are going to get a divorce, and this is a lot later in the movie. But there's a great scene with him and his wife where he's, I'm cheating, and I broke up with my girlfriend. Please come home. And she's laughing. I'm just like, I fucking hate you.
Oh, where she's in the dress?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I can't stand you. Everything about you is annoying. And she's saying all the stuff I think us as audience members feel when you watch him. Because you're just like, dude, you just can't get out of your own way.
He makes choices like an addict makes choices.
Yeah,
which is
and
very.
In the finale, like when he doesn't get what he wanted, but at least he gets enough money that like he can probably buy himself a little more time.
Yeah,
and he fucking rolls the dice again on it, and they're like,
I mean,
dude.
that whole monologue of like, this is how I win. is by far my favorite part of the entire film.
Yeah, because in it he has this black opal that he got from Ethiopia that he's trying to sell, and there's this really unusual subplot where Kevin Garnett thinks it gives him magic powers.
Yeah.
And he's really good in the movie.
He's surprisingly for like a athlete, he's really good at
He's
this.
like LeBron James in Trainwreck. And it's because that scene that he comes in and he's talking to him, he says, "Yo, man, how much you pay for it?" And he's like rubbing it, and is
it just me, or do you think that whole like the miners like thing he has on his cell phone was totally made up? Like it's worth almost nothing.
Oh yeah.
I think they made that pretty clear, like in that scene too, when he's like, I paid like it was like what, like $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
no, 100,000. I think he said. Yeah, because he said, because I'm only gonna make $65,000 off of this.
Oh right, yeah.
But he lies so much. Do you think that like he's still lying at that point? Like it's really almost worthless.
And I think that's probably what he's the part of his arc. Because he's trying to put it in this auction, and then you always think that people are like fucking him over, then you realize he's the problem throughout the whole movie. Because they even have that scene where he sneaks into his apartment that he has with his girlfriend, and you keep on thinking that she's going to have like somebody with him, and that's why he's hiding in it. And no, she actually really likes him.
Yeah.
And or his friend who brings people in for watches.
Mm-hmm.
You think that he's fucking him over, but it's really Kevin Garnett thinks this stone gives him magic powers.
Yeah.
And it's the paranoia that he has in his own mind.
Yeah.
And it's really fascinating.
Yeah. Do you think she really loved him? Because by the end, I thought like she only stuck around because she knew about his plan, and so she knew like once he got the money, she was in a unique position to, even if he did live at the end, she was still going to take off with it.
Oh yeah, he dies at the end.
Dude, that death was so unsettling.
Oh, yeah,
it's so quick,
and it's unexpected.
And he's kind of like he's in the middle of like a celebration, and then all of a sudden, pop.
Yeah,
and
I saw it coming because
they
revealed the gun, like
the gun, and just they kept.
And the guy was playing it way too cool after, like, yeah, no big deal.
Yeah. And he kept on. Well, I mean, I guess they're the mob, but I mean, he kept on fucking those guys over the whole movie.
Yeah, that Phil guy is pissed off
and teasing them like, "Look at this here! I got your money right here."
I was shocked they killed Arno though. That was like,
yeah.
I mean, I think like,
but really, there's way more value in that store than there is what they won. So
it's also like. It'd be kind of irresponsible of the filmmakers to let Adam Sandler win in the end. Like, and so like he kind of had to die, and so
it would have.
Yeah, I was like, "There's no way this is a feel-good movie.
No,
something bad's gonna happen."
I mean, when I saw the trailer when it was released, how many months ago, I wouldn't have pegged that this is a movie where Adam Sandler dies. Within the first 15 minutes, I'm just like, this guy's not going to live. I just wonder how it's going to happen, and then.
Yeah, because they do play with you. Because at the end, he's like, "I'm going to come back. You know how much that Knicks ring means to me." And and then he wins. And I don't know. That's a good question about his girlfriend. I mean, she did get a tattoo on her ass, and she did go to great lengths to make sure she got the money.
Yeah.
At the end with that weird, like.
Yeah, I don't know who that character was. Like, he just pops up at the end. So.
Henry and I were talking about it over text, and he made a point that he said it was obvious, and it took me a minute to get it, which is like it's a movie about addiction, and
100%.
He's flat out like, and she's like enabling him way too much,
and that's why I think Adam Sandler's best moment in the whole movie is the guys come in and is like, "You call her and get her back here and bring us the money," and he's looking at his, he's deciding right there. I mean, that's his death sentence. Is he's deciding, am I going to save myself by giving? I mean, they never really say how much money he owes him.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it's not $165,000.
I mean, throughout the film, I thought it was like 30,000.
Yeah, something like that. Because and he can't do it. And I think he's so good in that moment because you can see him being conflicted about calling her or hanging up and going through with a bet, and it's great.
Yeah. No, it's pretty wonderful.
And even it's like going to like the addiction thing. It's like he said, I can't. Like,
I can't.
I have to let him.
And even the part where he tries to be tough, he says, "You come to my family. That's my family." And then he runs away like a little bitch.
Yeah.
And, it just proves he's a horrible person in the movie.
Yeah. No, it's. I don't know if I would say it's my I guess it's the best Adam Sandler role. It's not my favorite of his roles.
Oh, no,
but this
Happy
is like
Gilmore.
so fucking close to number one. It's scary because it's a transformation, and like I've never seen any actor like this do overhaul this way in the last couple of years.
Well, the only one that like comes to mind is Robert Pattinson from Good Time.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I'll also say I think Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo is
that's true.
Is
a good one too.
Kind of the same style where it's just really dark. And Robin Williams is a comedian too who could do anything.
Yeah, well, he trained actor too. Yeah. So and actually, like Good Time, they both have their versions of anxiety.
Well, yeah, it's like I was talking to you about, like, Good Time very much mimics the feeling of, like, a panic attack and of, like, a heart attack almost, whereas this film is a different form of anxiety.
I think it's claustrophobic.
Or, like, the word that I used was, like, the feeling of drowning.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of idea. Like,
there's no way to save yourself. Like, the way whereas Good Time for me felt like an adrenaline shot.
Yeah.
This was just a misery fest. And like my heart was pounding the entire time for Sandler and for almost everybody around him. Just like, how the fuck do we resolve this?
Yeah, because I mean, even his bet that he's going to get the opening tip is like,
oh yeah.
Like you could miss 26 things right off the bat.
Yeah, and I there are funny moments in the movie, but I did not find myself laughing throughout much
I think there's
of the
like
movie at all.
Giggle moments.
No,
yeah,
it's why it's not nominated for the Golden Globes, because they submitted it as a comedy.
Yeah,
and it's 100% not a comedy.
Oh
so.
yeah. But
yep,
cool.
Brad, what did you think?
I think I covered it. Yeah, it's just like you said, like you're drowning, which it makes sense. Like if you have an addiction, you can't climb out of it. That's what it probably feels like. Yeah, that's about it. The music was interesting choice.
They always have like weird people make their music.
Yeah, this is their only movie I've seen of theirs. So
yeah,
it was a good cue. Like that end credits song. Like it's so poppy, and I was just like, I don't feel like dancing at all. Way to go, Safdies.
Yeah. I wonder if that's really inside of Adam Sandler's colon that we got to watch for the opening of the movie.
I just think it's like. I just love that they're like, we're going to start on like space and like the inside of a gem and like gem mining in Africa, and it's going to transition into being up Adam Sandler's ass.
This whole movie is up his ass.
Oh, that was an observation I had. Like, and maybe I'm stretching it, but it feels like, I don't think this was intentional, but it feels like that's a character that Adam Sandler would have played in one of his goofy movies, but they took it very, very seriously. Like a gambler who finds a way to get over it somehow and wins the girl at the end, and instead, nope, boom, dead at the end. So,
well, they've said that like they've had the script for this for over 10 years.
Oh, okay.
And they approached Adam Sandler for this like 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
And like they've been trying to make this for years and years and years, but no one would ever want to make it.
Yeah, and he turned them down too.
Yeah. Like they said, like. After they made Good Time, if Adam Sandler still wouldn't take it, they were going to have Sacha Baron Cohen do the role.
Really?
He would have been good in it,
too.
Yeah. But like,
he would have been great in it, too. But not. I don't think the same as this.
Yeah.
Next week, we're doing Film Explosion 2019. Submit those lists.
This year is over.
Fast. So, yeah. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Real Nerds Podcast. Real Nerds Podcast is a production of Nebulous Visions Multimedia. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill and Plan 9 Studios for our kick-ass theme song. Also, if you're in the Denver area and you're looking for a cool place to see movies, we see them at the Alamo Draft House in Littleton and now also in Sloan's Lake. Thank you to Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics for supplying us with all our comic needs, especially you, Andrew. You know who you are. And a big shout out to James's mom. I'm giving you an electronic hug that you can feel through the airwaves. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day.